They said the truth won't survive beside the lies that maintain the decaying faces of this place. Pill ill, y'all niggas better listen. I'm black 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 pill, I'm ill with this will. 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 I'm black pill, I'm ill with this will.
It's so important, guys. So important. By the way, women are the majority of voters in the United States.
Hey, everybody, what's up? It's Hold the Truth Hostage, where if the truth was so important, we wouldn't negotiate with lies. We would hold the truth hostage. Now, there's something, man, that needs to be debunked, man. It desperately has to be debunked. Because, I've heard this from a lot of guys in the manosphere. This, a lot of doomers come in, a lot of red pillars, a lot of these guys come in blaming women, crying, oh, the women this, the women that. I'm going to tell you this, man. Any channel that's going around blaming women doesn't understand the roles that our fellow man has played, And a lot of these guys are scamming because they're preying on the fact that you don't get any women. So, in not getting any women or access to them, you're already coming in with some type of anti or some type of gripe towards the women. You know what I'm saying? I was on a stream, shout out to MD, shout out to Scribe. I was on there. And you had a guy like Lasagna come in and another guy come in with this, rage, this anger towards the women. And you'll see this a lot in the manosphere where there's a lot of anger towards women because they're utilizing that anger to attract men to say, hey, man, we're angry at women too. And they're preying on the fact that these guys don't have access to women. So they're quick to get angry and all that. And the truth is, if you want to know the truth, why you can't even blame the women, with how this system is and how this society is, all you have to do is look at the year 1870. I think 1870 was when the government actually made polygamy illegal. So 1870, and I think 1890 was when they made prostitution illegal in America. And then, of course, 1920 was when women were given the same voting rights as men without the same, responsibility. And what you got to ask yourself, the reason I bring this up is that if you look at all those time periods, one thing stands out. There were no women in office. There were no women in political office at this time. You know what I'm saying? No women at all. You have a lot of men in the manosphere. The level of hypocrisy is insane. They'll blame women, feminism, blame the women, when they're trying to ignore the root of the problem. The root of the problem was that all these laws you're facing as a man, all of these legal issues when it comes to, marital status, marriage, all these issues stem from the laws that your fellow man has passed. You know what I'm saying? How can you blame women for the laws that men have passed? You know what I'm saying? It's just hypocritical stupidity. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at all these laws, you got alimony, no fault divorce. All these laws stem from the factor that they were passed and approved by your fellow man. You know what I'm saying? By your fellow man. We live in we live in and have always lived in a man-made society. So the root of the issue isn't going around, oh man, the women did this, the women did that. These are the same guys that will say, we're stronger, we're smarter than women. Yet at the same time, they'll blame and claim that women are at the root of all the issues. If women are at the root of all the issues, then you're basically implying that the women in general as a sex are smarter than men, more prepared for society than men. You know what I'm saying? That's the hypocrisy you see in the manosphere, in the lesser pillar sphere, the red pill, the purple pilled men, the pink pilled men, you know what I'm saying? You see this in MGTOW. You see this in a lot of the gray pill sector, the dark gray pill sector, the doomer sector. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling them gloomers from now on because, YouTube already knows what's going on. So, you call them gloomers. Here to be doom and gloom. You know what I'm saying? So you have this whole sector of grown-ass men blaming women. You're going to blame women, yet at the same breath, you're going to say men are stronger, men are smarter, yet you're going to give all this power to the women for blame. Because a lot of these guys in the manosphere, a lot of these frauds, they don't want you to look in the mirror as a man. They don't want you to look in the mirror as a man and understand that all the root issues you have stem from what your fellow man has done. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look in the mirror, you're going to say, damn, man, my fellow man has done all this legally, has positioned men to be imprisoned into the family court. You know what I'm saying? To be into the family court, there's a high level of prison in America. I mean, an extremely high level of prison. Private prison industry is making a killing. You know what I'm saying? And it was designed this way by your fellow man to basically create a enslavement system where men are enslaved by their need, their desire to have children and ignore the laws in front of them. You know what I'm saying? And you'll see all these guys in this manosphere blame women, the weaker and lesser sex, yet at the same time say we're stronger, we're smarter. It's a level of hypocrisy and stupidity that just doesn't make sense, man. And the goal, like I told a lot of guys with the Black Pill 3.0, man, we're debunking everything. The goal is to debunk and remove all this bullshit talk, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the root of the issue. The root of the issue you need to understand is that the government here, your fellow man, because remember, the United States was governed by men first before they let women into the fold. And before they let women into the fold, the government ensured that it would remove male freedom. It would remove prostitution. You know what I'm saying? It would start off by removing polygamy, so one man can't have such a large family that he could actually affect the voting system. I mean, just imagine if polygamy was legal. That would mean one man, let's picture one man had 7 wives. He had 7 wives, and out of those 7 wives, he had over 25 children. All those children will vote accordingly to their father's voting. You know what I'm saying? Then all those women will vote accordingly with their father. You know what I'm saying? So what you end up having is that they had to remove polygamy. Then they removed polygamy because of the church. Your government wanted to be just like the church, so they removed polygamy. Then the government removes prostitution, so it can ensure that the only way a man can access women is through dating. Through dating or obtaining access through other men. I mean, at the time, men used to, you could have my daughter's hand, if you're a working man, or they trade their daughters for, resources. You know what I'm saying? Then that wasn't enough. The government saw, well, We've made prostitution illegal, we've made polygamy illegal, but men still are the ones in charge of their daughters and in charge of who their daughters have access to, and these men can negotiate with each other for access, for female access. So the government's like, you know what, that's not enough. You know what I'm saying? That's not enough. We have to make no-fault divorce. We have to give the women the same equal level of voting rights as the men. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's a lot going on, but to blame women, it's stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's a point of making us men look bad. You know, it makes us look illogical. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like this. It's kind of like, let's say you gave a child, and I use this on on Smash TV stream. If you gave a 5-year-old child, you know, your drive, you know, your car keys, and you let that 5-year-old drive your car and they crash your car. If you are to say it's that child's fault, you're downright stupid. You're missing IQ. Your IQ is nowhere to be found. It's missing. You know what I'm saying? Let me repeat that. Your IQ is nowhere to be found. It's missing. And this is the state of affairs with the women. The men have given the women all this legal power that was designed for a man. You know, it's designed for a man to operate on logics, not emotion first. So they're given all this legal ability to replicate what men can do, but they're bound by their emotions. So men have given the lesser sex tools that they can't manage, rights that they can't manage. I mean, you had Hillary Clinton, I think, as the Secretary of Defense, sending men to war to die when we all know over 99% of the military is men. This is how fucked up your system is, man. It's just how fucked up your man-made society is. You know what I'm saying? To blame the women, it's just a waste of energy. And in all honesty, it gives the women something to laugh at. Look at these stupid-ass men getting together to blame women for rights they gave them. You know what I'm saying? It's pointless. And that's where you see all these scam artists in the manosphere using this blame the women BS, because they don't want you to look in the mirror and understand that, dude, all these things being done are man-made. It's a man-made society. All the issues are man-made. Because if you were to look in the mirror and say, damn, my fellow man did this to me, then you'd start asking, damn, you know, these dating coaches, these life coaches, these scam artists in the manosphere, they're my fellow man. If my government is willing to scam me and rob me, then you damn right my fellow man will do it. You know, a dating coach, a red pillar, you know, all these frauds in the manosphere. You damn right they'd be willing to rob and steal from you. You know what I'm saying? Because all this blame, you know, I was in there, you know, when I started the channel earlier. But, you know, as soon as I started my channel, I eventually got to the point very quickly that, dude, the women aren't to blame at all. You know what I'm saying? You can't blame a woman for utilizing the rights and advantage that men have provided her, that she naturally can't even cope with and understand. You know what I'm saying? You know, a society's always been man-made. You know, and it's man-made for a reason, because we all know as men, we got to act a certain way accordingly, because no man would hold back when dealing with you. You know what I'm saying? When punishing another man, there's no holding back. You know, so you have all these dating coaches. You got all these men in the manosphere, blame the women. You got thousands of videos, blame the women. You know what I'm saying? When in reality, they're blameless. When you look at the root of the issue is who gave and created these rights. It's all man-made. You know what I'm saying? We live in a man-made society, and we always will. You know what I mean? We're the stronger sex. You know, we're designed to enact our will on the society and on the world, because we're the stronger sex. We got nothing to fear beyond our own fellow man. So, this whole blaming of women crap, it's getting old, man. It's been old. It's going nowhere. You got a whole set of guys on YouTube just bitching and crying every day. Look at what the women did. Look at what the women did. Look. It's fucking worthless. What solution is this bringing? There's no solution in bitching and crying about women every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? You can point out the risk of what's going on and where men and women stand legally and what's going on, but for you to bitch about them every day and say, oh, blame the women, look what the women are doing, it's not fair, you got all these bitchified dudes, it's not fair, the women, it's not fair, dude. Look at the root of the problem. It's your fellow man. The government knew what it was doing. You know what I'm saying? It knew. Your fellow man who formed the government knew what it was doing. You know what I'm saying? We want to increase the private prison industry. To do that, we need to put alimony. We need to put child support. We need to set up the police system to where a husband could go to work and come back home and his wife could put, a restraining order on him. So when he comes home, she files that he's coming at me and he gets arrested and put in a private prison system without any proof of what he's done. This is the act of your fellow man. A man is worth, a lot of guys don't understand, a man is worth a lot in prison. A lot. All you gotta do is feed and house a man. Unlike the women, the men don't have that time of the month. The men don't have emotional issues that happen with their hormones. A man is worth a lot in prison. A lot. And if you were to look at the system with the understanding that this is to benefit the private prison industry, you would understand what's going on. Men make over 90% of the prisoners are men. And there's a lot of domestic disputes that have led men to prison. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys in the manosphere in general are not looking at the root of the problem. The root of the problem is the women, man. Women have always been a reflection of male rule, male law, and the rules men have allowed. You know what I'm saying? Look at the Middle East. You got women wearing burqas, not allowed to drive. You know what I'm saying? Is that the women? Is that the women that enforce the law that they shouldn't be able to drive? You know what I'm saying? That's the men, bro. You live in a man-made society. Everything starts off, and the root of all your issues stem from your fellow man and his legal actions. You know what I'm saying? And once you understand that, you will stop bitching. You know what I'm saying? You got a whole group of men, some men in their 40s, some men in their 50s, some men in their 60s, out here blaming women for laws that men have passed. You know what I'm saying? It's such a sign of weakness, instability, and a lack of, manhood. You know what I'm saying? You're out here blaming women for the laws that men have passed. You know what I'm saying? You got Ronald Reagan who passed, I think Reagan was the one who passed no-fault divorce. I'm not 100% sure. No, it wasn't Reagan. I know it was the Republicans who did it. You know what I'm saying? So you're blaming women for the laws that men have passed. You know what I mean? It's borderline insane, childish, and it makes men look bad, man. You got a whole group of men bitching and crying. It's not fair that the women get treated better and they get taken care of. And that's another one that just shows how stupid, how missing IQ some men are. Why would you be upset that your society is in a position where the women can be taken care of, the women that will bear your children, the women that will bear your offspring? What man wants to live in a society where he goes to work and he has to worry about the women in his life, be it his wife, his mother, and so on. You know what I'm saying? A woman's protection and how safe women are determine basically how successful a man-made society is. Because if the society isn't safe for the women that will bear the offspring of men, the men have failed. The men have failed, man. So you got a lot of guys in the manosphere just bitching and crying about something that just makes logical sense. Of course the women will be taken care of more than the men. They have to bear the offspring of the men. You know what I'm saying? What man would want to live in a society where the women aren't taken care of? You know what I'm saying? Aren't even viewed as protected or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have some idiots, some missing IQ idiots. Oh, he's white knighting. He's simping because he makes sense and he's logical. Why isn't he in his feelings like me? Why isn't he in his feelings? Doesn't he know that I want to cry about women? I come online to cry and get all emotional and worked up about women and why we aren't being treated equally and fairly. I just want to come on the manosphere. I want to talk with a group of guys and cry and complain, and you hold the truth hostage. You're just messing this up. Don't you know I come online to talk to a bunch of men, to cry about women and get all over emotional and all sensitive and, you know, get my manties, you know what I'm saying, my manties all wet. You know, my manties, you know, it's panties for men, manties. Manties, don't you understand? Hold the truth hostage that I wear my man pawns. It's that time of the month for me to cry and come online and just cry about the fact that how come women are told they're beautiful when they're overweight? How come they're told go girl? Why is there such a double standard? Why can't I as a man be a woman? You've been exposed, haven't you? You've been exposed. You're crying about women because you want to be a woman. You want to be a woman so bad. But you know, if you come out that closet, a lot of guys ain't going to want to talk to you. That's a big thing you got to understand. All these men crying about rights that women have, and they want the rights the women have. You know, that's kind of a sign that you want to be a woman. You know, that's a sign that you're not comfortable in your sexuality. You're not comfortable in being a man. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of this going on in the manosphere. You know, a lot of men just bitching and crying. You know what I'm saying? Why would you as a man want to get compliments for being obese and overweight and nearing closer to death? What man wants compliments for that? Hey, Jared, you obese bastard, don't lose any weight. Don't go to Subway. You look wonderful struggling to breathe, sweating just when you stand up. You know, struggling to breathe, that's amazing. You're wonderful. You know what I'm saying? You got all these fucking bitchified men coming on here in the manosphere crying, raving. I mean, we had it when, you know, shout out to Smash TV. You had a guy like Lasagna Killer come on there just bitching and crying about women's rights. You know what I'm saying? These type of guys make us men look not like men. Look like some fucking guys crying and bitching for female rights. You want to be Lasagna, you want to be a woman so bad. You know what I'm saying? They have operations for that now. They got a whole month dedicated for men that want female rights. It's called Pride Month. You know what I'm saying? Go get that surgery, man. There's a lot of guys in the manosphere that just make men look weak. You know, make you look like you pissed sitting down. There's a lot of men in the manosphere that just need to, you know, to get further in touch with their femininity, start sitting down when you piss. Start sitting down when you piss, man. If you sit down when you piss, it might equal you out. You know what I'm saying? You'll be less angry at women. You'll be, oh shit, man, I feel a lot more feminine. I feel so happy. A lot of dudes in their feelings, man. I'm going to say this, bro. You know, if you come, the way I look at when I host something from now on, dog, if we talking, if you keep saying your feelings, you got to go. You got to go, man. We got to start having some standards when we talk to other men. If you're in your feelings, I feel. It's that time of the month. Yes, I feel. It's that time of the month, right? You feel it? I feel so many things. You know, I sometimes wonder if I should wear a dress because I feel. Got a lot of these dudes, man, just bitching and moaning about women every day, man. It you know what I mean? On the root of the problem. I mean, look at, a fine example is Roe v. Wade. Look at Roe v. Wade. The government made Roe v. Wade illegal. It won't be supported federally. Right? Roe v. Wade won't be supported federally. What did the women do? What can the women do? You know what I'm saying? They gonna march, they gonna do this and that. What can they do to change this physically? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? The men said Roe v. Wade is overturned federally. Bang, done. Rights removed. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, this shit gets old, but it's got to be debunked, man. It's got to be debunked, and more things will be debunked in the manosphere, man. Because, you know, you get tired of seeing this shit. You know, you're having some good conversations, we learning, we sharing knowledge, then out of nowhere, some bitch-made man comes on the fucking stream, bitching about female rights and wanting to be a woman. You know what I'm saying? Want to be a woman so bad. Why, you know, blame the women, man. Blame the women. I mean, look what they've done. Look what they've done to me. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. To me, man, a lot of guys streaming, they volunteer their time. You know what I'm saying? They volunteer their time, and then you get some trolls come in. Guys that are so horrible at fucking socializing that they believe that it's being friendly to troll your friends, to troll people you're talking to. It's fucking idiots, man. Missing IQ, dog. You can't reason with missing IQ, man, because their IQ is missing and it will not be found. There's a lot of missing IQ guys, man. The way I look at it, no more, man. To me, if I'm doing a stream or if I see some missing IQ trolls, I'm just out. I'm either out or I'm just gonna, you know, shout out to MD and them. I'm just gonna flush them, man. You know, I've done that already. There's some guys that were trolling. I've kicked out of some streams and never plan to let them back on because all they do is troll. You know what I mean? Who the fuck gets up to talk to other people and troll them? How the fuck is that healthy? How the fuck is that cool that you come talk to other people that are trying to help you or have a productive conversation and you're trolling? Oh, man. I mean, you hold the truth hostage. You just don't understand. I just want to be treated like a woman. Want to be treated like a lady. Want to be treated like a lady so bad. You know, I sometimes, when no one's looking, I wear a skirt and touch my knees together and say, I wish I was a woman. I wish I was a woman. That's why I come on these streams with other men and I'm bitching and crying about women and you know, I just wish I was a woman so bad. Hold the truth hostage. I just wish I tapped my shoes together. I wish I could find some magical sandals and magical shoes and a fairy godmother so I could be treated like a woman for a day. That's why I come on these streams to cry so much. Oh, man. All right, man. It's been Hold the Truth Hostage. where if the truth was so important, we wouldn't negotiate with lies. It's been debunked. This whole blaming women crap, debunked. The women had nothing to do with it. It's your fellow man, and you just don't got the balls to face it. You don't got the balls to face that this is all man-made. You don't got the balls to face it that this is all man-made. You know, you got perfect. You'll stand up for, yeah, man, we're stronger. We're men. We build everything. And listen to these idiots. We build everything. So if we build everything, this system, we got it running, doesn't that mean we created the laws? We created the issues that you're facing right now? It's man fucking made. Get it through your skull, but if you can't, it's a sign that your IQ's missing. You're missing IQ and it can't be found. You're missing IQ and it can't be found. But, this has been Hold the Truth Hostage where, well, I won't say it again, but peace.
It's so important, guys. So, so, so important. By the way, women are the majority of voters in the United States.
Pill ill, y'all niggas better listen. I'm black 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 pill, I'm ill with this will. 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 They said the truth won't survive beside the lies that maintain the decaying faces of this place.